Hi guys, welcome to Carrycraft in Banagher. So we're going to give you some general information. It might come in handy on our trip.
On all our boats, our key features are similar, but on boats they may be in different positions, so this is what you need to look out for.
Your boat is also fitted with a fire extinguisher, a carbon monoxide alarm and a fire blanket. Please take care while using open flames and using electrics. Please do not overload the sockets as it may cause fire.
This here is your grill and oven to open. Your grill is here on the right, so push in, turn to the right, click. Make sure it lights, hold for 5 to 6 seconds so it gets lit the whole way around. And then release. When grilling, you leave the door opened. To switch off, back to the center. Remove. Light the oven, it's on the bottom, so you turn it to the left, push the button in, turn to the high mark, hold for 4 to 5 seconds and release. To switch off, the whole way around, back to center. This is your hob here. To light this one, push in, turn, click and hold. And then release. Then switch off, back to the center. This is your fridge. Press down to open. We're here in the Penny Chef 1400. This is your fridge. It's slightly different than most boats. You'll find it here located in the kitchen. We're just standing here at the end of the jetty. If your boat has shore power, number one, before you plug in first to the boat. On each thing you have a master, so you know which one to plug in. Just tighten up. Come back. And then you plug it in the mains here, like so. And now to unplug your boat, you always unplug from the source first, so you're never holding a live wire in your hand. So first you unplug from here, and then move over, and you twist, and remove. This cable will travel with you at all times on the boat. These are your 220 sockets. These are only to be used when you're plugged into the shore power. Here's the inverters. They only operate when the engine is running and the inverter is switched on. When the inverter is switched off, you will not get any power from those. We're here under Scammon. Just by the entrance steps, we have the inverter. This operates the 220 sockets, which can be found in the galley. To operate it, you need to switch these on first. Press the inverter button here until you see green light. At the same time, the engine must be running. When not in use, you switch all off. Situated beside the back door is your master switches for the lights in the saloon. On your Kilkenny there is no master switch. Your lights are individually operated.
We have a fuse panel, so a trip fuse panel on the boats. Every trip board is located in different locations. You will also be shown this in your demonstration.
If something stops working, it may just pop out. If it happens, just reset by pushing it back in. If it continues, you have a problem, then you call us. We're here on the Kilkenny class. You have a diesel heater. To operate the diesel heater, the first thing you need to do is get battery power. You start the engine and run it for 5 minutes. Once the engine is running, you turn your thermostat up full and you press these squiggles. A red light will come on. After 5 minutes more, you can turn the engine off. This continues to run on your diesel. When the boat is nice and warm, you set the thermostat to whatever temperature you like. At night, we always advise to switch it off by pushing this button here. We're here under Roscommon in the saloon, and this here is the location of your master switch for your heater. In here in the Waterford, in the saloon, the main saloon, just behind the seat is your master switch for your heater. All boats has gas. Some boats has it for heating, other boats is just for cooking only. This is how you turn off your bottle of gas. Just turn right around until it stops. To reopen your bottle, twist it the opposite direction with the arrow going running. For safety, you always switch off at night. To change your bottle of gas, this is your regulator here. At the moment the gas is switched on. To turn off the bottle of gas, you switch it this way. If you need to change your bottle of gas during your holiday, you just break this red seal here. So when you're replacing your bottle, you break the seal like this and you remove the cap. You have the bottle of gas switched off, you hold your hands here, click and you lift. Cap removed, then you hold this back up here, you replace it on the top of the bottle, press down till it clicks and switch on. For safety at night, you always switch the gas off here. So then in the morning when you want to recook or that, you switch it back on. Some of the regulators are grey, some are black. They'll all have a switch on top with a little red flame to mark which is on. We're here on the Penny Chef 1400. This is an extra bed, your hangman, which is like a hammock hanging from the ceiling. In the Waterfords, in the back cabins, if you don't have a double bed, you can push the two beds together to make it double. This here lifts up to fill in to make a double bed. This just sits in here. We're here in the toilet in the Roscommon, and the new feature is electric toilets, push button toilets. You have three different settings. Number 1 is small, number 2 is big, and number 3 here is to empty. To put water in, push and hold. Ready for use. If your boat has a pump toilet, to use the toilet, the switch here on the top, you switch it towards the toilet bowl and you give it 3 or 4 good pumps. You always need to put water into your bowl first before you use it. The water takes its own level, then it's ready for use. Then to dispose of it, you close the lid, the switch on the top, switch it back to the opposite direction, and just pump out and continue to pump out until it's free. This is your toilet paper. This is the only paper you're allowed to use and put into the toilet. We only supply it. This is your shower head, which is operated on taps just below this. Left or right, which turns on hot or cold. Your hot water is heated from the motor. So once the engine is running, it heats your water. So if you need hot water in the morning, you need to run the engine for about 40 minutes. And that'll give you about 60 litres of hot water. You have to be very careful, the water can be quite hot. While having your shower, the water will build up around your feet. It is very important to push this button here, which will suck the water away. Okay. On board you have water tanks which needs to be filled every day. The best time to fill your water tank is first thing in the morning when you get up. Number 1, you open the cap on board. Next minute you put your hose in and you turn on your tap. On most marinas there will be a tap and a hose which is supplied to fill your water. On board there'll be a spare water hose. On the side of your boat there'll be an overflow so you'll know when your tanks are full. The pumps on the side and the back of the boat are the holding tanks for the toilets. They need to be emptied every 3 days. To operate it themselves, they need to buy a smart card which is provided in the office, and this gives them access to use the pumps along the way as they're travelling along. If not, they can do it here with us for free. Now, to pump out your toilet, you will have a smart card which you put into the machine and start it. This is your pump out, your key, open, remove, place the nozzle in, push it down firmly and hold very tightly and turn it on quickly. At no time, let go. When finished, turn off and take out nice and slowly so you have no splashes. And then replace your cap and tighten. Here on the Waterford is your hairdryer. To operate your hairdryer, you must have the engine running first, and then you press this black button. Here is your radio CD player. Okay. This is your 12-volt DVD player, which is standard with the Waterfords. It is not a television. bicycles. They can be purchased here at the base or pre-booked, and we do dinghies and outboards as well.
On your arrival and check-in, and you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask, as we will answer any questions we can. Also, you can get questions answered on your demonstration.